already know the drill. We back again with another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So strap on your seatbelts, cause it's all pedal to the metal from here. Without further ado, your amazing host, Drew, Billy.
Welcome back to another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys, here with your host DB and host Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing on, it was a little overcast earlier, rain, but beautiful Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, very lovely. Nice sunset going on, a little bit of red sky in my area, neck of the woods down here. Had a good weekend, too. I know you did, both camping. Yep. So, what all that entails, fishing, having a good old time, having some good food over the 4th of July, celebrating America's 249th birthday. It was a lovely weekend, and I didn't get as sunburnt this time. Right. I'm good to go. I'm good to go now.
Here we go. No, a lot of news to go through here. It was actually surprising for a week in July how much news we had, but stick around for Trevor's news and segments as well. I'll be back later with debate time as well after we go through the news and his segments, but also stay around for NFL prediction 2025-2026 schedule. But going through here, Patrick Mahomes met with FanDuel TV Kay Adams in regards to what happened in the Super Bowl this past year. Looking forward now, he's honestly just ready to play football again, Trevor. Just in hindsight, you see them in the Super Bowl again next year?
That's the Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Isn't that what they do? They just make the Super Bowl regardless of what happens during the season, or regardless of what fans think of their lack of weapons, or, their defense is weakening, their offensive line is terrible. They get all the calls from the refs.
Right.
It doesn't really matter. They get to Super Bowls, and a lot of the times they win them. Mm-hmm. It's just, when some teams get pass rush on them, like the Eagles did this past year and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a few years back, get Mahomes running for his life. Who knew getting pressure on the quarterback is an effective way to win ball games?
Right.
And an effective way to win Super Bowls, evidently. But do I see them in the Super Bowl again? I would have a hard time picking another team in the AFC, maybe other than the Ravens or Bills right now.
Okay.
Which it pains me to say one of those in particular. It does pain me to say both of those, but three teams I don't particularly care for. No. Those are kind of the favorites in the AFC right now. And of course, the Chiefs, they're always going to be there. I know I had them at 11-6 on my season predictions. They could very well exceed that if things fall the right place, and if no regression to the mean happens. Obviously, if Rashee Rice stays healthy, if Travis Kelce comes out of his shell again, if Worthy even takes a step forward, they could have a pretty good season. They could be pretty dangerous.
Right. No, and I think, too, Mahomes alludes to it. He just wants everybody to have fun again, even though they lost. And I think this is the team with that kind of leader that's able to do that after losing. So I'm not excited for it, but I think it's probably going to happen again with the refs or without the refs. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see.
People are always going to be eager to point that out, right? Especially after last year, that was the narrative. People love to follow a narrative, man.
Yeah, no. And then, moving forward here, another Steeler, interesting situation here, his whole career. 2024 NFL season for Chase Claypool ended due to injury. Now a free agent. He was with the Buffalo Bills last season, was known as Mapletron when he was on the Steelers.
Yep. Canadian,
he suffered a season-ending toe injury in August of last year. But anyways, you see Chase getting on a roster, or probably going to Canadian League, or I guess I'm trying to think of the other. What is it? XFL? What the hell do they have now, Trevor?
I think it's technically called, or the UFL.
UFL.
It's the USFL, XFL
whatever
combination. Yeah.
But you see him getting back on a roster here, or no?
I have no earthly idea. I had not thought about the name Chase Claypool until I read the script yesterday.
Right.
And then I started thinking in my head, Could he make a roster? Yeah, he absolutely could. He could be a good reserve player. Who the hell he would go to? I have no idea.
Right.
I don't know who wants him. Who wants him. We're looking like geniuses for trading him for, what do we trade him for? Second, third round pick? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Steelers are looking like geniuses for that because he didn't do jack diddly poo after his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he's going to be great, man.
I did too.
Such a good gadget player and effective in the slot as well as on the boundaries. Like, I thought he was going to be real good. Hence why I bought his jersey. And I want to see these guys do well on both my teams.
Correct. Correct.
And it turned out to be the worst jersey purchase of my entire life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I know what yours is, but
no, and we'll begin in the Steelers right now as well. Omar Khan, the guy selected Kenny Pickett. What a disaster that was. But anyways, new year, 3-year contract, ensuing that the GM will remain in Steel City until 2028 campaign. Art Rooney II makes a comment here. I'm excited to announce we have signed Omar to a new 3-year contract. That's pretty much it. But yeah, feelings on this, Trevor. I did not realize his overall record since taking over for Colbert. His overall record's 29-22 with 2 playoff appearances. Concerned about that, or are we just happy with the moves he makes in the draft?
I'm more happy with this offseason than I originally thought I was. I'm happy that he's trying something different. Yep. He's not going with the same old status quo, even by Omar Khan's standards. I almost said Tony Khan there. That's a totally different Khan.
Sorry.
Tomlin gave him the nickname Con Man for a reason. You wouldn't normally expect that out of a Steelers GM. You certainly wouldn't give that moniker to Kevin Colbert. Quite the opposite of a con man, if you will.
Jesus.
But no, I like Omar Khan. I mean, it says right here, been with the organization since 2001, knows the Steelers inside and out. He's, in his 40s now? So Plenty of executive years left in him. 3 more years. Yeah, that's about right. It's not a long-term deal. It's another 3 years to say, hey, let's see how well these moves you're making now work out, maybe get us a playoff win, and then let's see if you can build from that and maybe get us back to a Super Bowl and even winning championships again, back to that old Steeler tradition.
Correct.
And notice I said old Steeler tradition. We haven't won, we haven't even been to a Super Bowl in 15 years. Which, by Steelers standards, that's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But nice little prove-it deal. Give him a little bit of what he deserves, but leave something on the table for him to go after, something to incentivize him to do better. And I think he will do better. Just based on what he's been trying this offseason. I know, we're kind of becoming a retirement home of NFL players right now.
Correct.
But again, at least he's trying, right? Yep. He's trying. Whatever the results of this season pan out to be, whether we end up 6-11 or we go 11-6 or 12-5 or 10-7, whatever, and we win a playoff game, a lot of it's on him and the roster that he constructed. So I will, I'm willing to give him those 3 more years for sure.
Yeah, no, we just want to see some wins in production. It's not what
Agreed.
He's doing on the back half in the office there.
Agreed.
I think some would allude to execution by Tomlin, but we could talk for hours on that.
Yeah. Well, you did mention the Kenny Pickett thing. That was more a function of needing a quarterback at the wrong time. And I would imagine Art Rooney was breathing down his shoulder saying, please don't screw up picking another Pitt quarterback.
Correct. Yeah.
Or not picking another Pitt quarterback.
Right. No, I think Marino played a factor in that. But
how many? 30 years later?
Right.
40 years later. 40 years later.
But no, swinging over to another beautiful organization, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, shout out to the Ohio boys that watch us at time to time, has signed a 2-year, $60 billion operating budget that flattens the state's income tax and sets aside $600 million in unclaimed funds for a new Cleveland Browns stadium. He signed this Monday, 45 minutes before the midnight deadline. That's a typical Browns thing. It's nice to see the governor does that too. But anyways,
Yep.
they're requesting a new domed stadium, Trevor. But also DeWine has discussed that there's other teams such as the Bengals and other sports teams in the state of Ohio that need money. So I guess there's $4.8 billion in unclaimed funds that's on hold, but there's a 10-year time limit on that before the money is able to be used by the state. So feelings on this, I feel like we're talking more about logistics this summer than we have in the past.
Agreed. A lot of monetary logistics as well.
Yes. Yeah.
But regardless of all that, if it's taxpayer dollars or if it's coming in a lot of private funds or straight from the Haslams, the Browns does seem like they actually want to invest in their team. That's pretty evident by giving the richest contract to a non-quarterback in NFL history to Myles Garrett. Right. As weird as that was, while you still have you're still on the hook for Watson and your roster's kind of a jumbled mess right now. At least it shows that they're willing to invest in their team. They're willing to pony up, and they're willing to keep people around that draw people to the games.
Yeah.
And what will draw people to the games, and the Bills are going to be able to attest to this next year with their new stadium, is a new stadium and a dome stadium at that. Yeah, I've been to a Cleveland game or two, and they're not fun in October, November, late October, November, December. It's cold. It's very cold. It's very miserable. And then you go and watch the Browns, which is even more miserable.
Yeah.
So some way, somehow, the Haslams are going to figure it out. And hopefully Mike Brown and the boys down in Cincinnati will figure that out too.
Yeah.
So, but no, good on the governor there, thinking about the football.
Yeah. No, good shit.
Got a great last name too, DeWine. That's love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. No.
Straight, good first name, just plain and simple, and then DeWine.
Yeah. Governor DeWine. But no, former Defensive Player of the Year, Stephon Gilmore, isn't done with the game quite yet. People were thinking he was going to hang it up. Free agent ahead of what would be his 14th NFL season. Gilmore is still hopeful he'll find a place to lace up the cleats once again. Trevor, do we feel he finds a place? And also on the Money Down podcast, he wants to play this year, but he has to find the right situation. Feelings on this? I think potentially could be a Hall of Famer when it's all said.
He's up there for sure, man. Correct. Let me pull up his Football Reference page real quick, because I know he hasn't had the greatest of seasons lately.
Yes.
But I know, historically, even back in his Buffalo days and his Patriots days, he's been very, very good. And just rattling these off real quick. 2-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. Did win a Super Bowl. I forget who that was with. I honestly forget who that was with. Let me see here. Yeah, I can't even remember. It doesn't even bring it up properly. But
Patriots, I would say.
Probably. Yeah, probably one of those Patriots ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Patriots. Yeah. But also Defensive Player of the Year in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So, it did pretty good for himself.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, as a veteran of his caliber, playing in his, soon to be 14th NFL season, deserves to call his shot. Deserves to go wherever he damn well pleases.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who gets him? I have no earthly idea. Again, I mean, yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Yep.
Retirement home, right?
Yep.
We want to add to the cornerback depth that we already have.
Really, when I saw that, I was like,
did you see any of the teams that were potentially out to get him? I don't know if you saw anybody rumored to maybe go after him, or if he was interested in anybody.
No, but I didn't realize from 21 to 24, he suited for the Panthers, the Colts, the Cowboys, and the Vikings. I didn't realize he was on 4 different teams in the past year or past 3 or 4 years. I did not realize. I'm just trying to think of a team that I think needs some veteran leadership. We already have. I think the Steelers are good. We got Ramsey and Slay.
Yeah.
I mean, he could go back to the Vikings.
He could go back to the Vikings. Could go to the Dolphins that just lost Ramsey.
Correct.
Sign him up there.
Mhm.
And I literally just Googled it. Stephon Gilmore teams of interest, and the Rams and Chargers came up.
I could see that.
Which
As well.
I was kind of thinking the Rams. Thinking the Rams too. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he could be a McVay.
They need
guy.
some cornerback help. They need some veteran leadership on the defensive side of the ball. They're a very young defense. Very young defense. Very good defense, but very young. And they need to learn how to adapt, right? They
Correct.
adapt to the film that is now out there on you.
Yep.
And who better to do that than Stephon Gilmore, kind of leading the charge potentially in the back end for the Rams. Rams kind of makes the most sense to me.
Yeah. I think
Now that now that the gears are turning.
What's up, Captain Insano? Thanks for joining us. But no, every time his name pops up, it makes me chuckle. But no, I could definitely see him in Rams, Dolphins. That was a very good point by you, Trevor. After losing Ramsey, I could see him going down south there. That's really only two teams on my radar. I guess the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers, maybe the Bills.
I could see him going to the Bills.
Maybe the Bills.
Yeah.
Go back to his AFC East roots.
Retire, maybe.
He was in New England. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, switching over. It's been a little while since we've bashed the Cowboys. So I felt this week would be good.
Good. Good.
I had the Boucher jersey on today. Yeah. No, Dallas Cowboys star returner Cavante Turpin was arrested on weapon and marijuana charges in Allen, Texas on Sunday morning, according to Collin County Court. Records obtained by CBS News. According to Allen Police Department incident report obtained by TMZ Sports, there's a lot of fucking sources here. Turpin was pulled over after he was clocked going 97 per hour, 97 miles per hour in a 70 zone. Also, he had a 9mm pistol on him in plain view, and 2 ounces of marijuana was found in the center console. And he just signed, 28-year, signed a 3-year, $18 million deal with the Cowboys in March. Feelings on this, Trevor?
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that for the Cowboys, as if their season wasn't messy enough. And as far, at least it's not quite as bad as some of the other players that have been caught speeding recently. Shedeur Turner.
Right.
I mean, I don't know about you. I've gone 97 and a 70 before.
I mean, I've gone up there.
And I get it. You're on the freeway. It's a Sunday. Nobody's out.
Open it up.
Yeah, you open it up a little bit. And sometimes you just lose track of where you are, and your foot keeps going down on the pedal, and But the marijuana and the 9mm pistol, that'll seal the deal for you right there, especially if you're not a registered gun owner. Now, I don't know what the gun laws are in Texas.
Very loose.
I was going to say probably pretty loose. So you're probably able to literally walk up to any gun store, get one, get a permit, fire off a couple shots, take a bit of a safety exam, and on your way. Maybe even overestimating the gun laws and the gun requirements in Texas. But marijuana, is recreational marijuana legal in Texas? I thought it was.
Very strict on that too. It's very interesting. Guns are cool. Weed is not. I
know medical is, but
yeah, I did see as well. If you buy a firearm down there, you also get fitted for a cowboy hat. That's part of the purchase.
Is that an actual thing? I thought that was a wives' tale.
Just be smart.
Okay, I thought so. Medical marijuana is allowed, but only in the form of low THC cannabis oil.
Okay.
And recreational is not legal. That's what I thought. Well, kind of similar to Pennsylvania's laws, actually.
Yeah.
Recreational, not legal in PA. I know New York, you're kind of free and loose up there, right?
Yeah, they're all over dispensaries.
Yeah, New York, free and loose. Ohio, free and loose. Right in the middle, Pennsylvania. We haven't caught up yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Good news is I'm like an hour from Youngstown, Ohio, so I can.
Correct.
If when I wanted to, I just can't get caught like Mr. Turpin here.
Yes. No. We hope he figures it out.
I highly doubt this is a sign of things to come. He hasn't really gotten in trouble before, to my recollection, with the law or with, misconduct of any sort. Not this is the first I've heard of him in the news, really, other than for on the field, other than for football. So,
right. No,
hopefully just an isolated thing.
Jerry Jones going to take this as a spit in the face?
No.
Okay, it's a Cowboys thing.
No,
I feel like.
No, it's Jerry Jones. Do you know how many Cowboys have been in legal trouble over the past past just 5 seasons?
Yeah, well,
there's a bunch.
Too.
Jerry's okay. Just don't do it again, boys. Don't do it again.
Dallas Felons, very nice.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah. Speaking of Ohio boys, there you go.
Yes. No. But yeah, no, we hope he finds peace however the hell he can. But Notre Dame Fighting Irish brought this up for Trevor. You see the nice sweatshirt he's wearing here?
Yeah, and the hat. I got the hat.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
No.
I always wear it backwards, though.
Yeah. Have brought in yet another son of a former NFL star. This is not just an NFL star. This is a Hall of Famer, probably one of the greatest wide receivers to touch the gridiron. Devin Fitzgerald, the son of Arizona Cardinals star Larry Fitzgerald, who should be heading to the Pro Bowl Hall of Fame in 2026 with his first-time ballot, announced his commitment on Saturday. He also considered UCLA. I think he made the better choice going with the Fighting Irish. Trevor, feelings on this?
Yeah, it definitely made the better choice going with the Fighting Irish. I mean, they were just in a national championship, for Christ's sake, right? I mean, if you want to win football games, you go to South Bend. That's what you do. That's what you do. And if you want to make money and win football games, you go to Ohio State. But I guess he wasn't interested in going to Ohio State. So, and to the Irish, who I'm a little biased, but we kind of do things the right way. And apparently we have a profinity for getting former NFL players' sons. Not only do we have Mr. Devin Fitzgerald here, we also have, I believe it was Kadon Finley, committed earlier this week or last week. Jermichael Finley's son. Jerome Bettis' son we have on our roster. We had, I believe he transferred. We had Urlacher.
Yep.
He was a safety for us. I'm not recalling his first name at the moment, but I believe he transferred this offseason.
Okay.
But yeah. From what I've heard too, it's more a thing of Marcus Freeman and his connections within the pro football community, and must be connected somehow with Larry Fitzgerald. And if hopefully talent doesn't skip a generation in that instance. I know Devin's only a 3-star, but still, could develop into a pretty good prospect. I'm hoping he does anyway. Probably won't see a lot of playing time as a freshman, unfortunately. Very hard to get on the field as a freshman with the Fighting Irish and the caliber of talent that they have, and with the wide receiver talent we have this year. But hopefully we'll see him in a couple years. Hopefully he doesn't transfer. Let's keep Larry's kid here, okay?
Yeah, that's I would say that's the goal, and I think a lot of NIL deal money coming in the near future for him as well. So,
yeah, you get Captain Insane. You can leave now if you want. Okay. You bought your national championship. Congratulations. You had a $20 million roster. What did the Irish have? A resistance to that, and we still almost beat you.
Yes. No.
And by the way, all that money that we made throughout the college football playoff, we didn't have to share it.
Correct. Well, after that settlement, No, but no, swinging over as well. This was shocking news, and somehow we missed it last week. But I felt, I haven't talked about the Bills in a while. I've been talking good about Josh Allen. We're getting a peace offering here. But it is concerning what happened with the first-round draft pick the Bills selected. Maxwell Hairston was accused in a lawsuit of sexual assaulting a woman in 2021 at the University of Kentucky. The lawsuit was filed Tuesday in federal court in Kentucky by a woman who claims Hairston sexually assaulted her. I'm not going to go into the details. They do have the details. I just don't think it's appropriate. Texts seeking comment Wednesday were sent to agents for Hairston. They were not answered. The Bills had no comment and referred to statements made by General Manager Brandon Beane in April during the draft. Beane said at the time the team had full investigated the sexual assault allegation from 21. And he also called him an impeccable kid. Trevor, feelings on this? This is becoming a common theme here in the Buffalo Bills organization.
Unfortunately, yes. Who was it before that? The Ariza that you were talking
Araza,
about.
Ariza,
whatever his name is.
Von
Although
Miller
I
had
believe he was proven innocent. So
correct.
Hopefully this is the case with Hairston here and this. What's her name? Rebecca Hendricks.
Oh, you got the name.
But yeah. Woman who identified herself as Rebecca Hendricks.
Okay.
What does get me about this particular case, though, is according to the lawsuit, Hendricks reported the incident within hours of it happening.
Correct.
Normally, in these types of like catfish and baiting lawsuits, trying to get after these guys, get after their money. Not saying that happens all the time, but we've seen cases of that happening. Well, pretty recently, Trevor Bauer. And, of course, Matt Ariza being the most prominent of those. Usually you don't see the woman, the accuser, report it right away, right?
Correct.
Usually you see them, wait for a while down the line.
Yep.
And some of that's due to the emotional trauma that they dealt with and, the fact that they don't want to be, like, ridiculed and don't want to be talked about on a national level, I guess.
Correct.
Especially when you're dealing with famous people that can kind of help you shut up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm trying to be very
you're
sensitive about my words here.
Yeah. Get paid off.
Point being, the sooner they report it, the more likely I am to believe it's true.
Oh, I do as well.
Obviously, I wasn't there. I wasn't, I didn't go to Kentucky at the time. I didn't hear it through the grapevine. But the sooner that she reported that makes me believe a little bit more that there might be something to this case and the Bills might have cause for major concern.
Yeah.
I mean, like I kind of said before, their cornerback depth isn't the greatest.
Correct.
And the guy you just drafted in the first round, 30th overall pick, getting involved in this. Not good.
No.
So not only did Hendricks report this to law enforcement right away, she did go get a sexual assault nurse examination. And of course, that was not disclosed due to HIPAA and other healthcare provisions that prevent, disclosure of that. You have to go through a lot of red tape to disclose that in a lawsuit, I would venture to guess.
Yeah.
But if all this is true, she did report it right away. She saw the examiner. And again, you can go read the details of the article if you want. I'm looking at the ESPN article as we speak. Yeah. But major concern on the Bills' part right here. And I know Brandon Beane did make those comments shortly after the draft. I'm wondering if he's going to change his tune now that these details, these layers of details are starting to come out.
So I guess the other thing I pose to you and the viewers, what the hell happened the last 4 years? You know what I mean? If you think about it, because she went and reported it. Is it just thrown under a desk somewhere?
It's a fair point, actually. What happened on the part of like law enforcement and
Kentucky
people that should have acted on it, not acting on it?
Correct. So
that's a fair point.
I think this is going to be a bigger thing than we think right now, where it stands.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I'd have to do a little bit more research. I wonder if she originally brought criminal charges against him. Now it brought the civil suit.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the criminal charges weren't quite as attainable, and then so
you're right.
I would imagine that was more of a developing thing rather than she waited 4 years and all of a sudden files suit.
Correct. No. But no, definitely we'll be tracking this, seeing what's going on, like we did the last situation, and also we've been touching on Tucker's when more information comes out. But that's all I had for news. I'll be back later with debate time. We can swing over to Trevor's news and segments.
That sounds good, my friend. Let me polish off my little decaf coffee that I.
Oh, you're good. Here. Yeah.
No, that what you have? You have coffee?
I got coffee, water. Yeah.
Coffee, water.
Yeah, I always do. It's
and in preparation of our NFL season predictions, figured I'd crack open a cold one. Same as last week. I had some Yinglings left over.
Okay.
So you pop that in here. And then you can queue up NFL season predictions if you'd like.
Gotcha, bud.
On this.
Yes.
Wonderful. You're a darling.
This week's edition of NFL predictions for the NFL 2025-2026 season schedule with Trevor Dinsmore.
Hell yeah.
Yes, mi amigo.
Gotcha.
So this week we got quite the concoction of teams finishing off the NFC South with the Buccaneers, and then we venture into the AFC South with the Titans and the Jaguars, two very intriguing teams this year, both with new coaches, and the Titans, obviously, with a new man at the helm, the quarterback.
Yeah.
The first overall pick, Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
But I figure, Billy, most logical to start with the Buccaneers, round out the NFC South, and then we can take our pick of the Titans or the Jags. Is that okay with you?
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Starting right out with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They pretty much have the same team as last year. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin still around. Bucky Irving expected to develop. So that offense is going to be probably lighting it up again in a very, very, for the most part, weak NFC South.
Oh, yeah.
I expect big things from this Tampa Bay team, and I will be forthright in saying I expect them to repeat as division champs yet again.
Okay.
And that'll be evident through the picks that we go through here. Just let me, excuse me, one moment, get my affairs sorted here, get this beer on a coaster. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So starting the first 3 weeks, Tampa Bay's got, hang on. To preface this, they do have a few primetime games. Week 2 at Houston on a Monday, week 7 at Detroit on a Monday. That's going to be a hell of a game.
Oh, yeah.
Week 12 at the Rams. Very intrigued by that one as well. Then week 15 versus Atlanta. That's on a Thursday. That Rams game, Sunday night.
Okay.
Now starting back into it. At Atlanta, at Houston, then the New York Jets.
I think I cannot remember what I had for the Falcons, but I'll say 3-0 here, Trevor, for the Bucs.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, you don't have to go perfect. I kind of did, but that's just because I'm an OCD freak.
Yeah, well, I think I had them losing the Falcons.
I think you did.
It's all right.
I can look if you really want.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. So I did have Atlanta winning here. So 2-1, beating Houston on the road, beating the Jets on the road. And funnily enough, I don't think Baker Mayfield has a particularly good record on Monday night games. I think he's 1-7. So just something, I guess, to take into consideration.
Yes.
Has 2 Monday night games this year. Of course, that Houston game and then the Detroit game, both on the road. Both on the road. So, I'm going to say, going to be very good games, very tough games, but we both have them winning the Houston one. So give them good credit for that one. Mm-hmm. Rubber hits the road in weeks 4 through 6. They got Philly at Seattle and then versus San Francisco.
Come back down to earth here, 1-2.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Looks like you had the San Francisco actually losing this game if you wanted to be consistent with that.
Shit. Okay, yeah, 2-1 then. Yeah.
2-1. Lose to Philly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know if they have the firepower.
Yeah, no, I got you. Honestly, I could see them. That San Francisco game is going to be a very good one.
Oh, going to definitely be
Tampa Bay is going to be fun to watch. I mean, in all their games, but yeah, these two in week 6 and 7, especially. I have them beating both Philly and San Francisco, believe it or not. Then losing to Seattle. Coming off an emotionally charged Philadelphia game and a bit of a look-ahead spot to the San Francisco game.
Mm-hmm.
So lose in between those two. Start out still pretty good, 4-2. You have them at 5-1 through 6. Week 9 is their bye week. Then they go before that, they go at Detroit. That's the other Monday night game. Then at New Orleans.
Yeah. Split these here, you lose the lines.
Yeah, I agree. Monday night, Detroit, too tough. Little too tough. And Baker Mayfield's history on a Monday night, not particularly good. I don't think he'll go 2-0. So split those and beat New Orleans.
Yeah.
Good with that as well. Weeks 10 through 12, they go versus New England, at Buffalo, then at the Rams.
Some reason here, I see them falling apart, and I don't know why. 0-3.
Damn. Okay. Pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Especially coming off a bye week, too.
The cold weather in November up in Gillette, and then, Orchard Park. I don't. No.
I got you. I understand that. I do have them beating New England, but losing to Buffalo and the Rams.
Okay.
Whose house? Rams' house, and then going up to the cold in Buffalo. It's going to be very tough. Baker Mayfield versus Josh Allen. Heck of a QB matchup there. But stylistically, Buffalo being the tougher team with James Cook. Well, if James Cook is under contract and not, Yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. Yeah, but Buffalo's built for that. Tampa Bay, not so much. So give the nod to the Bills there. Weeks 13 through 15, they go Arizona, New Orleans, Atlanta. All home games coming off of that 2-game road trip. Is this where they get back on track for you?
Yeah, again, I think 3-0 is the potential here.
That's what I had them at. It was 3-0. I have them winning all three.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So losing 3 straight, then winning 3 straight.
It's, and I think this is becoming a theme with me, but I just, these schedules are something this year. I don't know what the hell it is.
I was gonna say I'm starting to figure out that I have a lot of teams at 11-6.
Yeah.
Which I did look it up a couple years ago. There were, I think, 5 or 6 teams that were 11-6.
Oh wow!
Weirdly enough, I think that could be the case this year. Well, at least that's the way my schedule's developing.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3-0 in weeks 13 through 15, rounding out the season at Carolina, at Miami versus Carolina. So they get both Carolina games in the final 3 here.
2-1. Some reason I think they lose to the Dolphins. I don't know why.
Ooh, late season Dolphins too.
Yep. I don't know why.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So sweep Carolina and lose to late season. Tua might not even be healthy at that point.
Well, who the hell no? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, are we going to have Skylar Thompson reappear from the practice squad? And
right.
Although I know he's at Pittsburgh right now. But
right.
Just mysteriously just hop on a flight, go to Miami, start a playoff game for the Dolphins. If the Dolphins make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did have them going 2-1 as well, losing at Carolina, though. Carolina with a little bit of an upset late in the season. Bryce Young showing his growth a little bit. And then beating Miami, beating Carolina to round out their season at 11-6. I have them at 11-6. You, sir, I believe you also have them at 11-6. 1, 2. Yes, you do. You have them at 11-6.
We always find a way.
You do. You do. We have different paths of getting there, for sure. But no, it's not a bad thing. 11-6. It seems to be the common theme this year.
Just, I don't know. It's something.
Right. Which would actually leave them. I believe you have them beating Atlanta twice, so that would give them the division. You have Atlanta at 11-6.
Okay.
And of course, the Panthers at 3-14. Unfortunately, who else is in that division? New Orleans at 4-13. So quite some contrast. A lot of separation between the top 2 and the bottom 2 in that division. I have Tampa Bay repeating as well. Not as optimistic on Atlanta as you are. I have them at 8-9. Carolina 6-11. A little more optimistic with them. And then, Christ, who else in the New Orleans? Find them 5-12.
Yeah, it's looking like last year a little bit, but it's all right.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
and strength of schedule is 10th. We're 10th. So again, every team in the NFC South, I believe, is in the top 10 in strength of schedule. going over their 9.5 FanDuel win total. We have them both going over
Okay.
by 1.5 there. So I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Very optimistic about this team. And weird to say, but you know how much I like Baker Mayfield.
I never thought,
Oh
if you would have told me 5 years ago, Trevor, when he was on the Browns.
I know. That was one of the reasons I didn't back in the day.
It's just amazing. Switches the team. Well, he was on the Rams for a little bit, then Panthers, and then ended up in Buccaneers. But yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Rams game kind of turned me around on him. Beat the Raiders.
Yep. Serviceable. And he turned in got that
for sure.
Multi-year deal.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so doing the front half of the AFC South now, Titans and the Jaguars. Who do you want to start with between those two?
Let's do the Titans. Strip the Band-Aid off.
All right, you want to shit on them for a little bit?
Yeah, this is going to be really bad. If you're a Titans fan, maybe fast forward through this part.
Right. Yeah. I don't love their prospects this year, even with a new coach, new quarterback, new philosophy. It's still Tennessee.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't love their roster. I don't love the, plus Houston, I think, is going to get hot again. CJ Stroud, and they'll be dealing with that. And face some tough opponents throughout the entire season here as well. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Let me scroll down to Tennessee here. Okay. Leading off weeks 1 through 3, they go at Denver versus the Rams and then versus Indianapolis. No primetime games for the Titans this year, by the way. No primetime games.
And all the fans think back to Steve McNair era. It was just a special time. 0-3 here.
Okay.
So,
May he rest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that Aaron McNair documentary on Netflix. Very good. Very insightful there.
Yes.
I do have them beating Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Beating Indianapolis. So starting 1 and 2. I think I have them splitting Indianapolis, then the home team winning each of those games.
Okay.
Indianapolis, I think, is slightly above the Titans in terms of like their playoff chances and prospects, but I think they'll drop one to the Titans.
Yeah.
Then they go at Houston, at Arizona, at Las Vegas. Nice 3-game home stretch right there. Or 3-game road stretch.
0-6, Trevor.
Jesus Christ. Ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Yeah.
Did actually have them beating Vegas. Upsetting Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
On the road.
Can see it.
Vegas is pretty young too, in need of a quarterback.
Correct.
Long-term quarterback. They got Geno this year, but yeah, that'll be a scrappy game that somehow, some way, Vegas lets slip. But yeah, shortly after that, I think I have Vegas going on a run. But anyway, leading into their bye week 7, 8, and 9 versus New England at Indianapolis versus the Chargers.
2 and 1 or 2 and 1.
2 and 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do they lose to?
Chargers.
Okay.
By a lot.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying
they just grind the shit out of them.
Yep.
Najee Harris rushes for 200 yards.
130's coming to mind. Put that bet in now if you want. Yeah. Or whenever.
Couple touchdowns, maybe.
Yeah, give him 2 touchdowns there.
Yeah,
receiving and rushing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good week to have Najee in fantasy, I guess.
Yeah.
Good to know. Won't make him a first-round pick for me, but still, yeah, cool. Good for him.
Oh hell no.
Good for him. Yeah, got them beating New England here, losing that Indianapolis game, losing that Chargers game, 3 and 6 to start out the season. 3 and 6. Yeah, and it does not get any better from here, leading into the bye week. That's week 10. After that, weeks 11 and 12, Houston and Seattle.
They drop both of them.
Yeah, I agree. Even though they're both home games.
Yep.
Quarterback matchup obviously favors Houston, and Seattle's just going to find a way to win oddball games this year. That's one of them. Tennessee.
Yep.
Jacksonville at Cleveland and at San Francisco, weeks 13 through 15. You might have 0-3 here again.
1 and 2. We'll give it to against the Brownies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh God.
Going into Cleveland too.
I thought it gets better. It does not.
Not particularly. They could beat Jacksonville if they have a disappointing season or if they're dealing with some injuries or.
Yeah.
Then Kansas City, New Orleans, then at Jacksonville to round out the season.
Holy shit. 1-2 here.
1-2. Beat New Orleans or
beat New Orleans, and I swear to God, if that is the only game on and the Steelers aren't on and the Bills aren't, I might fucking kick a hole in my TV. That game.
Don't do that. Just play college football with me. Buy the game, play with me.
Titans and Saints, though. Thank God Al Michaels isn't calling. It's not Thursday night. Holy shit.
No, it's not.
It's just ruined the week.
Surprisingly, I did have them beating San Francisco in that prior 3-game stretch, but losing to Jacksonville and Cleveland and then losing the final 3.
Okay.
So finishing it out at 4-13.
Yeah.
4-13 for me, and ironically enough, 4-13 for you.
Well,
bummer. Poor
yeah,
Titans. Poor Titans fans.
Really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have them both going under their win total of 5.5. So, even split from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We just had them on the plus side. We have the Titans obviously on the minus side. Strength of schedule is 8th. So
wow. Okay.
Decent schedule. Some winnable games in there.
Mm-hmm.
But they do face a lot of teams that I think are trending this way.
Yes. Yep.
Namely Arizona, Denver, Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully.
Even though I have them beating San Fran.
Yeah. One injury away from disaster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So before we start Jacksonville, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Duval.
If I can Duval. Liam Cohen.
I do like Liam, actually.
Yeah, I feel like he's a good football mind.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. Coach Baker Mayfield for a couple of years.
Probably a PR nightmare, but yeah, I mean, he can coach.
Other than the Duval thing, I think he's okay.
Yeah.
It was more funny than any. It wasn't scandalous.
No.
It's funny. It was humorous. Hopefully, brought a smile to Shad Khan's face and mustache.
Guy cannot be pleased only if he's on that millions of dollar yacht.
I know, dude. Yeah.
Jesus.
I got you.
Yeah.
I hear you, my man.
Yep.
I hear you.
Yep.
But Jacksonville Jaguars starting out weeks 1 through 3 versus Carolina, at Cincinnati versus Houston.
Yeah, we'll go 2-1 here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They drop it to the Bengals. You're welcome, O'Day.
I'm gonna say you have early season Bengals winning a game here. Just be mindful.
Yeah.
Just be mindful. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, I have Carolina winning here and then them beating Cincinnati and Houston. So 2-1, just different ways of getting there.
Mm-hmm.
And then real quick, primetime games, only 2 of them. Week 5 at Kansas City, then week 7 at the Rams. That one's over in London.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Week 8 is their bye. Weeks 4 through 6, they got at San Francisco versus Kansas City versus Seattle.
1-2 here, Trevor.
1-2.
Yep.
Okay, so Seattle. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Some reason I think they're able to do it.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Let's see. Where did I have them here? Losing all 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Losing all 3 right in a row.
I could see.
Yep. Facing an upward trending San Francisco team. Kansas City early in the season, tough to beat.
Mm-hmm.
That one's in prime time as well. You go to Arrowhead on a Monday night. Good damn luck.
Yeah.
And then a look ahead spot to London in the Seattle game, which, ironically enough, LA Rams in London, week 7, right before their bye week, week 8. Then they go at Vegas.
Yeah. 2-0 here. Or no.
I like it. I like it.
But I think I had the Raiders winning this. So
don't worry about consistency.
Okay.
I'm past that.
okay, 2-0.
I know I was a stickler before, but I'm over it.
Yeah, I think they're going to get hot. They play overseas, man, and that's why I think
They do. Honestly, they do.
I don't know what the hell it is, and they got a fan base over there. It's crazy.
They do. They might move them over there.
It's such a random
That's
occurrence, but
yeah. So see if they have to sign Matt Wright to hit a 50-yard field goal to end things again. I think that'd be fun.
Clutch.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Matt Wright doing his thing again. It'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
He might actually be their kicker right now.
Yeah.
I don't know where their kicker is. I don't know. But anyway, beating the Rams, losing to Vegas. That's what I have. Losing to Vegas coming off the bye. But honestly, that game could go either way. That'd be another very intriguing game to watch. Two new head coaches to their respective teams.
Yep.
And, the savvy veteran versus the rookie head coach.
Yeah. Yep.
Be fun to watch. Then they go at Houston versus the Chargers at Arizona. I don't like this stretch for them.
1-2.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I have them beating Houston, losing to the Chargers in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just pick which one that I'm gonna. I have them beating Arizona for you.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Arizona all the way. They're gonna beat.
Okay. Yeah. I know you. I can read you like a book.
Yeah.
Only I can't read you when we're playing 2K, but I can read you now.
Losing my mind.
We always do. Okay. At Tennessee versus Indianapolis, and then versus the Jets. And by the way, I have them winning one game in that stretch as well, beating Houston in that previous 3-setter. But then at Tennessee versus Indianapolis, and then the Jets.
Goddamn Jets.
Who do you want to win? The goddamn Jets.
Yeah, 1-2. Trevor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the Jets going to win one here?
Oh yeah. There you go.
Okay. Give Justin Fields this one, huh?
Yep. There you go, Fireman Ed. They better put you on the Megatron this year.
Seriously, dude. Seriously. I hope so. Didn't they do that last year though?
Oh, they kept pulling them away. They wouldn't show them.
They wouldn't show them?
Yeah, remember we talked.
They showed them on TV.
They showed them on TV, but they wouldn't show them in the stadium.
Oh, MetLife.
To get them hyped up. He did that.
Yeah, he did the helmet. Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Giving one to Fireman Ed. That might be the only one you give them this season.
Yeah.
But I like Jacksonville going 3-0 here. 3-0.
Okay.
Beating the crap out of Tennessee, another division opponent in Indianapolis. I think I have them splitting with Indianapolis as well. That whole division's kind of a crapshoot between the divisional games. So I just kind of, with these two AFC South teams that we're covering this week, I just had them splits for the most part, and then beating the Jets. Beating the Jets. Yeah. Sorry, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Who's their coach? Dang it. I forget their coach.
Oh, he came over from
former player. I'm gonna. You know what? I can't move on until
shit.
Aaron Glenn. There we go.
Yep.
Glenn. Yeah, I knew he played for them back in the day.
Had to sit down with Aaron.
Yeah. Tough one here against Denver. They go on the road to Denver, then at Indianapolis, and versus Tennessee to round out the season.
Go 1-2.
1-2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you have Tennessee Blues, and you have
The
Tennessee.
Brown Bags are going to be out this season down there in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's a bummer, dude.
Bummer.
Rough end of the season. Yeah, I'm kind of getting hot after the international game for a second.
Yeah.
But then, not too much after that.
No.
Yeah, I said 1-2 as well. Have them beating Tennessee. Actually, we have that same 3-game stretch, losing to Denver and Indy, then beating Tennessee to round out the season for me at 8-9, which is just over their FanDuel win total, 7.5, 6th ranked strength of schedule. So not too bad.
No.
Not too bad. Not bad for Liam Cohen's first year at the helm. And you, sir, have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, 8 and 9.
It's not a planned thing, folks.
It's not. It's not.
Hey, yeah,
I swear to God. I mean, you see it. We have different paths to get there. But this week, yeah, we were 3 for 3, matched each other.
Yep.
Well done, my friend.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
Good stuff. Honestly, if any team is going to shock anybody out of the AFC South, I think it would be the Jaguars.
Yep.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Anyway, next week, we kind of get a bit of a reprieve. We only got 2 teams next week, Colts and Texans. Yeah. Going back to 2 teams for a second. And then July 22nd is where we really, really pick it up with Bears, Packers, Vikings.
Hell yeah. Well, that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good week.
That's going to be fun. So a little bit, like I said, a little bit of a reprieve. I don't want to call it a rest week because it's not, but in comparison to July 22nd, it's pretty much going to be.
Yeah. No, a lot of brain power.
Me the breeze. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
July 22nd.
Yeah. 22nd, there's going to be a lot of brain power going on there. A lot of scheming.
I was going to say, I might have to trim out a segment because we're going to be talking about that so much.
Yeah. It's going to be good shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty familiar with what all those teams have done this offseason, and it's going to be fun. A lot of insight going to be coming there, folks. So do tune in and enjoy.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'll shut that down, and then we're good to go on to what's more likely. If you want to cue that up for us, please.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to this week's edition of What's More Likely with Trevor Dinsmore.
God, that looks like a Guinness.
Looks good.
I'm going to say that looks, it's not, it's the Yingling. It's earlier, but it's like if I hold it in the right light, it looks like a Guinness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of nutty. But for this week's edition of What's More Likely, I centered it around the teams that we were picking this week for the most part. And then I touch on one major milestone that a certain future Hall of Famer in the MLB and 14-time All-Star, I believe. Or is it? No, 11-time All-Star. Now 11-time All-Star accomplished this past week.
Okay.
So more likely, bussing with the boys. I know people think we're not bussing with the boys. But kind of cheating off of bussing with the boys here for a second. More likely bussing with the boys NFL futures bet to come true. Someone other than the Chiefs to win the AFC West, or the Titans to go over 5.5 wins, and the Patriots to go over 7.5 wins. The former being at -120, the latter, and you need both of those conditions to happen, Titans and Pats to go over, +195.
I'll go with the latter.
I was thinking the latter as well. I don't know who the odds makers are on that one, but I don't think the Chiefs are losing the AFC West.
No. I definitely believe in the Patriots. The Titans, that's
correct
team. But
I know we both had them 4-13, but
I think the Chiefs
surprise people in a couple games in there.
Maybe a year after they relinquish, but not next year. No.
Not this upcoming year? No.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand you.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice and seamless and easy.
Yeah. Hey, the damn Chiefs.
Talked about Baker Mayfield a little bit earlier, how much I do. I don't want to say I love him, but I do like him. I like him a lot. And another guy that people are going to like a lot, I think, very soon in Jacksonville, Travis Hunter, who is, I think he's third in odds for Offensive Player of the Year, and then same thing for Defensive Player of the Year, third or fourth. More likely that Baker Mayfield leads the league in passing touchdowns this year, or that Travis Hunter wins Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, all day.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Think he's going to play enough snaps on that side?
Yeah.
That's the burning question that everybody's going to be asking.
Yeah, I think some fucked up. If he plays both sides of the ball, Trevor, and has just a little decent amount of stats, I think he gets that. That's it.
Okay.
That's the only reason. But I want Abdul to get it, but I think they give it to Travis.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
To me, you need a full-time guy on one side of the ball or the other to win those Player of the Year awards: offensive player, defensive rookie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I said defensive player, defensive rookie of the year. That was at plus 1,000. Baker Mayfield leading league in passing touchdowns is at plus 9,000, or excuse me, not plus 9,000, plus 900.
Oh, wow.
Which is what actually I would put my money on.
Oh, yeah.
Which I know, yes, Joe Burrow exists. Yes, Josh Allen exists. Yes, Patrick Mahomes exists.
Aaron Rodgers.
Baker Mayfield's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf are going to have 20 touchdowns this season, boys. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I know. I'll say Mayfield still with Godwin and Evans.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's more likely.
Yeah.
Although my pick is still Joe Burrow for that one.
Okay.
Clear cut.
More
likely AFC South passer to hit a certain milestone. More likely that Cam Ward throws for 4,000 or more passing yards, or that Trevor Lawrence wins NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
I'm going to have to go with Lawrence there. Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
It's the longer odds. It's at plus 450. Cam Ward to reach 4,000 passing yards is plus 370.
Oh.
It's the Titans wide receiver room. It's wide receiver purgatory. I don't love it. I mean, the Jaguars could be as well, but I trust in Trevor Lawrence more than I do Cam Ward at this point in time.
Yeah. No, I hope within the years here they get more weapons for him because
I would hope so. Because right now.
Just to add flavor to the conversation too. You could vouch for Will Levis to say, well, what the hell did he have around him? I mean, yes, he wasn't good. Just I think people will look back and he put mayonnaise in his coffee, but he didn't really have any weapons.
That was just I know it's a stunt and everything.
Right.
I mean, you had Pollard, you had Ridley, but other than that, Tyler Lockett's on that team this year.
Yeah.
Past his better days, but
at least there's some flavor. Someone that can actually catch the ball.
And lest we forget, Dan Moore is protecting his blind side. 4 years, $82 million.
Yeah. And I guess, Levis did have Hopkins. I forgot about that. DeAndre. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Good shit, though, Trevor.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Delving into outside of football for a second, more likely that we see another 3,000 strikeout pitcher in our lifetime. Kershaw just did that, by the way, and was voted to the All-Star game by Rob Manfred as a Legends pick. Or we see someone reach triple digits in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. And I know Chestnut, I think he reached, was it like 71, 72, won another, the 18-time champion now, I think. 17 or 18. I've lost count. I think he has 2.
Yeah.
But last year on a Netflix event called Unfinished Beef, he ate 83 of them at the same time as the Nathan's hot dog one. So more likely we see another 3,000K pitcher in our lifetime, or somebody reaches triple digits in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
I'll go with
ever, not even in our lifetime, just ever.
3. I'll go 3,000 strikeouts.
Okay. Who gets there, you think? I know Garrett Cole's pretty close. Chris Sale, I think, is 450 off or something like that.
Okay.
Well, he's older. He's having a good season, but he's older.
We'll give it to Cole. Give it to
Garrett Cole. Yeah, Paul Skeens.
Someday. Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay. Yeah. No, true American hero treasure, Joey Chestnut. God bless him. I watched it and I was like, fuck yes. Yes.
I was
like,
I was too busy chowing on dogs myself, man. We didn't have internet. We didn't have service where we were, and
I actually drove up the road just to fucking watch.
Oh, just to watch? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I got you. I did not. I was a little too,
No,
even at that point in the day, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. That's especially true when camping. If you don't crack a beer within the first hour of being awake, you're not really camping.
Right.
At least, that's what my uncle used to say.
Yeah. No.
That was before he got into Long Island iced teas.
It's just nice to see peak human performance in front of your eyes every time he steps up at the table. So
indeed,
I'll just leave it at that.
The peak male athletic form. You can't do anything about that.
No glizzy is safe around him.
God.
Nope. No.
Beautiful. Beautiful ending to this week's edition of What's More Likely. We're going to go on to Yeet or No Yeet with much more of a pro wrestling focus.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Let's get into it.
There you go, Butters.
Weighing in at 155 pounds, soaking wet, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the name of Trevor Dinsmore. Yeet or no yeet?
Yeah, and that one's longer usually because you fill your beer up. That's what.
Oh no, I know. Right. No, I got it. So I figured, why not do a pose that lasts about as long as that? Well, voices is playing in my head.
Right.
I hear voices in my head.
Because I was asked it, like, why is yeet or no yeet the longest segment? I'm like, usually that's when we have to refill. So
correct. But I
take a drink of water.
I drink coffee pretty quickly. So
yeah. No, good shit.
Interesting enough. So I was going to phrase this particular question about a surprise return on SmackDown, as you saw in your favorites. Trish Stratus is back. For a WWE Women's Championship match against Tiffany Stratton this Sunday at Evolution. So I was just gonna talk about her return and say, are you excited that she's back? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? That's too easy. I got to give him something a little bit tougher here. Yeet or no yeet on Trish Stratus having one more title run with the WWE Women's Championship and beating Tiffany Stratton at Evolution.
I'm going to go yeet here. I'm going to speak for all the gentlemen out there.
Okay.
I think they would agree.
Please.
I think they would agree. She is, again, just like Joey on the male side. On the women's side, we're talking peak alpha, and we love Trish.
Yep.
Probably one of the best promos if you look back. So go back. I'm not going to. They're in my head, but you go ahead and look back and you tell me if you agree or not. So.
Yeah, right. and I imagine me. I had to hold that in after seeing it live. I had to hold that in.
Good on you.
Week. I couldn't, I couldn't do it. So I had to. I was all kinds of thrown off. I'm like, I saw SmackDown, but I can't talk about that one. I got to talk about the previous one.
Right.
So thankfully, kept that in. Did tell you a surprise was coming. However, I am going to disappoint you and say. No yeet on that.
Sorry.
Keep Tiffany's reign going. Keep it going.
I enjoy her.
Keep it.
I do.
Yeah, keep it running. Get her running into Flair. Get her running into Nia Jax, or get her running into Miss Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines,
Yeah.
Let's get her some more challengers. Let's solidify her reign because obviously she's over as hell with the crowd, and obviously she's going to give Trish one of the best matches potentially that she's ever had.
Yeah. No. Just really enjoying the throwback wrestlers come back when I got back into it. It's fucking awesome. So,
plus, I still want to see the Tiffy Charlotte rematch. I want to see her face Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
I think there's more to do with her reign.
I like Alexa Bliss. She is very.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Fucking cutthroat.
Speaking of Alexa Bliss, her and an unlikely partner, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Qualified for the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team title match at Evolution, along with Sol Ruca and Zarya from NXT, And the Kabuki Warriors reuniting, Asuka returning to Raw last night after Kairi Sane's match.
Yep.
Then facing off against the champions, Raquel and Roxanne. So just this is the softball I'm going to give you rather than the Trish Stratus thing. I'll give you this softball.
Yeah.
Yeet or no yeet on the current state of the women's tag team division?
Oh, yeet all day.
Okay. Yeah.
We
actually have some like cohesive, meant to be teams together on all brands too.
Yeah, and I think, I don't think I'm out of pocket for saying this. I think Levesque is appreciating the talents, not just their bodies. And I really appreciate getting to see them put their talents on display. And they're fucking kick ass. I'm trying to remember the match.
It's the you're thinking of the Flair and Bliss one?
I mean just
they faced, was it B-Fab and Michin, and I can't remember who.
Yeah, that, but WrestleMania, I'm trying to think other matches, like it was just like, whoa. And then when I got back into it last year, it's like, damn, I'm just happy to see the women get a chance here. It's like, fuck. It wasn't like that back then, Trevor. It was not.
I know. We stayed just wrestling, man.
Yeah. So, no, I appreciate it.
That's a heat for me as well. If you didn't
Okay.
get it. But,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
Something going on with the Judgment Day as we speak. One of the members of the Judgment Day. Obviously, first of all, I don't know if I congratulated JD and Finn winning the Raw Tag Team titles while I was there. Good on them. Judgment Day in gold now. Dom is IC champion. Liv and Raquel. No, not Liv and Raquel. Excuse me. Liv's hurt. Raquel and Roxanne. Raquel and Roxanne with the tag gold, and now JD and Finn, who idolized the other and trained with the other, with the Raw tag gold.
Yep.
But there's one of those gentlemen that's hurt right now. Well, apparently he's hurt. He has a doctor's note saying that he's hurt. But a certain someone has been eyeing his IC championship in the form of the greatest redneck alive that's wrestling, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Honestly, put together some memeable segments these past couple weeks. Him with the glasses and with the cake, the get well soon cake. Pretty entertaining stuff right now going on. Which is why I say the WWE, instead of pulling the trigger on this IC title match at Saturday night's main event, push that to SummerSlam. Let the rivalry build a little bit.
Yeet on that. Let's build up.
Yeet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised. I figured you'd want that sooner.
Nah, I've come around. I didn't like AJ back in the day when he was, I think he was doing TNA. If I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
Yeah, but I've come to like him now.
Okay.
But I think last night, that whole peek around the corner, I was like, okay, let's keep going with this here. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Keep, I think you got maybe a week or two, the whole doctor's note segment going on, and maybe Dom getting involved in one of AJ's matches or something. I think you can play with this. You can have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Have a little fun. And what? SummerSlam? SummerSlam's a little ways away. Also depends on the health of Dom Mysterio. I know he's legitimately hurt, rib injury. Yeah. But
I agree.
You can still have a lot of fun with this, I would think.
Yeah. No, a lot of interesting turns they could do.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, very nice, very good, very good. So straying away from WWE for a quick second here. Actually, we're not even going to come back to WWE for the rest of the night. Sorry, those wrestling fans. But moving over to basketball.
Yep.
The Knicks head coaching search has officially concluded after contacting the likes of Jason Kidd, Ime Udoka, and other coaches that are currently active with their teams. They've landed on a coach that was actually fired after a 13-18 start last year with the Sacramento Kings, that being Mike Brown.
Yeah.
And Mike Brown, who last coached the Kings, did lead them to the playoffs in 2023, their first appearance in 17 years. Former assistant under Popovich, Steve Kerr, winning championships with them, coached the likes of Curry, Thompson, Kobe, Powell, LeBron, you name them from that era. He probably coached them. And I was surprised to see this too, as a pretty good record as a head coach, 454 and 304.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So pretty good. Or that might be like his total coaching career, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good record. So yeet or no yeet on the Knicks hiring Mike Brown as head coach? Obviously, go ahead.
No yeet, Trevor.
No, you still sour over the Thibodeau thing?
That's just stupid. It's stupid. I think Thibodeau's more qualified than Brown, but who the hell am I?
Right. Yeah. I was at a no yeet on this as well. Yeah. More me being sour about the Tom Thibodeau thing. I'm a little bit higher on Thibodeau than most people. I think he's a good, hard-nosed head coach that knows how to get the most out of his players. Mm-hmm. Mike Brown, similar thing, but he's had a lot of help in terms of like star power. Like I just listed off some of the names that he's coached. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't love the hire, but again, that's me being more sour on the Tom Thibodeau fire.
Oh. Yeah, no, Knicks fans and oh god, I can't remember his name. Spike Lee. Spike Lee? Yeah. I think they'll hold on to the Thibodeau fire for a little while. Just out of pocket situation there. Really quick on the trigger. So
right after you signed him to an extension, I believe, too.
What the fuck? And you're still gonna pay it? What?
Right. It's the year before, I believe they signed him to an extension.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to keep ripping through these segments here. We got on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Coming up right now. Actually, that's all I had for yeet or no yeet.
Hell yeah. This goddamn thing. There we go. Here, folks, just bear with me. Okay, get the comments off there.
This week's edition of On a Scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? How fucked are they with Trevor Dinsmore?
Yeah.
I love that drop. That might be my favorite drop of yours.
Yeah. How fucked
are they? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You say it with such emotion and vigor.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. Gladly.
Yeah.
So a little bit of history, sticking with the NBA here for a second. An unprecedented transaction of sorts occurring a couple of days ago, actually. Yeah. A 7-team trade. 7-team trade, which included that Phoenix and Houston piece that we talked about earlier. But this trade also included Brooklyn, the Warriors, Atlanta, the Lakers, who got a guy by the name of Adu Tiero. That's all I got. And Minnesota as well, on top of the Phoenix and Houston piece, the Kevin Durant, Clint Capella, that piece that we discussed a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But just in general, like on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? 17 trades. Why do we need that many teams? That's a lot. It's a lot. You got picks moving back and forth. You got players moving to this team, that team, this team, that team. Like 3-team trades, fine. I get that. 4-team, maybe. 7? Oh man, that's a little much for me. Imagine when Shams had to break that one, huh?
Oh, Jesus. Not good.
Yeah. So, what's your rating here on a scale? Yeah, 10. Okay.
It's fucking stupid. It's too much.
It's weird. Very.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's an unprecedented thing. It's new to me. It's new to everybody. But
yeah,
I don't know.
And I saw that, and I see this fucking, and he's probably a hell of an athlete. Whatever. It's no offense to him, but way to go, Lakers. Yep. Way to go.
I do Tiero. Him.
The fuck that is
criticizing him. Yeah, I don't know who he is. I apologize.
You know, it used to be proudful to wear the Laker jersey. Now it's just we're fucking handing out jerseys, whatever.
Right. Shortly after you sell the team too.
Yeah. Chop it. So happy.
Okay.
Thanks, Jamie.
You have old memories to hold on to, right? You know, we have the second most championships ever.
Yeah. Like I told you, when Kobe died, a piece of me died. So, yeah.
I think a piece of everybody died in the basketball universe.
Fucking sad. And then,
agreed.
Yeah. And LeBron came over and
Mm-hmm.
it's all coming back. I don't count.
I mean,
the bubble was.
I know. Yeah, bubble bowl. The bubble bowl.
Jimmy Butler was doing whatever he was doing. LeBron.
Damn right he was. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good shit.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Okay. Going back to football for a quick second, then we'll touch on a couple more baseball topics. Actually, decently eventful week overall in baseball, both from the Pirates' perspective and, we got the All-Star game coming up. But first, ongoing stories. And this was as of me writing it last night. Not a whole lot of progress on the Micah Parsons and TJ Watt contracts.
No.
We've covered those ad nauseum.
Yep.
But I figured I'd do a different style of on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked question here, and ask you who's more fucked. You can give your ratings as well. You can say this team's an 8, this team's a 6. Who is more fucked between the two if their respective pass rusher does not sign by week 1? The Cowboys or the Steelers?
Steelers are a 10.
And the Cowboys are
I would say an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say the Steelers are a 10?
He is the first guy, and it's probably since Troy.
Okay.
It's just a game wrecker every time he's on the field.
Yeah.
Harrison James is up there, but Troy, you cannot let a guy that can score points on the defensive side of the ball walk. No, or win you games, seal the game. And this was a conversation all weekend. We were every time I see Steeler fan, hey, TJ, what do you? It's like fuck, and then it just hit me. It's like shit. Yeah, I thought the deal would be done, but it's not. So if he's I'm gonna have to take a week up on the 4th floor, folks. So might do it from the hospital bed.
Yep, yeah, that's fair. I'll who's gonna take care of Taylor? She gonna be okay?
Probably have to be there with me.
Okay,
but yeah,
Navy too.
No, I just got to figure out how to bring the setup there. But no, you can't.
You do the podcast from the asylum.
I mean,
the show must go on. I get that, but
I'll say this. And I've said this to other people, and I don't know if I said it too, but Minka trade, I thought, okay, the deal will be done last week, but that didn't happen. So now I'm like, I don't know what the hell we're doing. I don't know.
I read it was a hassle over the guaranteed money. TJ didn't like the guaranteed money.
Is it they? It's just funny how the tune changed.
Could be stemming from the lack of production down the stretch last season, the injuries maybe.
What do you think happened, though, for him? And I don't want to take over the segment here, Trevor, but what do you think
happened? You're good. Remind me, I still have to give my ratings. But
what do you think happened since the last contract agreement here? Says, hey, I'm good with whatever. Let my agent take care of it. I'm going to practice. Now it's, fuck it, I'm not coming.
This is a mega deal, man.
I know.
Mega deal.
I know.
This is where he's established himself as an all-world pass rusher.
He wants a
bag. He does. Or 40.1, whatever surpasses Garrett, honestly.
Yeah. And I bet you he wants surpass him in guaranteed money as well. That's where I think the problem issue lies. I don't think it's per year. I think it's guaranteed as more than miles. But
gotcha.
Whatever.
Gotcha. I was close to you. I'm actually going to give the Cowboys a 6 because I don't think he's going to make as big a difference as TJ Watt, and I was going to give TJ Watt a 9 with the Steelers being at a 9, Cowboys being at a 6.
No.
And no, I didn't just do that so I could say 6 and then 9 and then get that image in your heads. No, I didn't do that.
I was asking.
No, that was just the numbers that I had in mind.
Okay. I didn't even catch that until you said.
Now I was going to say, if you want to get that image in your head, it's everybody's favorite number.
Yeah. Right over
everybody's favorite number. Bingo. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
People would hoot and holler like they were at a Penn State game when they shouted 069 at the bingo hall in college. It was fun.
Good shit. Yeah.
Won my first TV there.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Awesome.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Could have won an Xbox. Could have won an
Well,
Xbox. I
Yeah.
had to play Pong with the other guy, and I lost.
Okay.
He chose the Xbox. I got the TV. So
Yeah, you got
Whatever.
it.
oh
Mm-hmm. You got the Supreme system now, though, so it all worked out. Yeah.
Okay. Keep it moving on to MLB real quick. Touching on a team near and dear to my heart, a team whose mug I'm actually drinking out of right now, or glass I'm drinking out of right now.
Yep.
This week perfectly exemplified the trials and tribulations of being a Pirates fan and the roller coaster of emotions that brings. Of course, sweeping the Mets, outscoring them 30-4, and then they proceed to welcome the Cardinals and shut them out 3 straight games. Boom, boom, boom. Shut them out. Shut them out, shut them out, shut them out. Goodbye. Good night, nurse.
Mhm.
And then, they go to Seattle. And then, boom, 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 get shut out 3 times.
Yeah.
And then, lose to the Royals last night. 9-3. 9-3. Not good.
It's tough.
Not good at all. And, well, as it stands right now, they're tied 3-3. So,
Okay. At least there's fucking 3 runs on the board, boys. Atta boy.
Right. I mean, there was last night, but they gave up 9. But anyway. Donnie ball for you right there, buddy. Right there. And actually, well, I'll do that in a second. The Pittsburgh Pirates, for giving us hope on a scale of 1 to 10, they fucked. For giving us, hope that, they might actually get out of this shit and Donnie might actually be able to turn this thing around, turn us into at least a little bit of a contender, maybe a 500 team.
10 there, Trevor.
Still 10? Okay. Yeah, you can kind of tell I'm pretty pissed off. Especially after burning in the hot sun last week, watching them kill the Mets 12-1. I thought, okay, fuck, here we go. All right. Keep it moving. Keep it rolling, boys. And then they did. They kept it rolling. They shut out the Cardinals 3 straight times. And then get shut out. Get shut out. Get shut out.
They fucking beat. Mm-hmm. I've been watching.
As a good friend of mine, Jake Mercer, said in an Instagram chat.
Good man.
Back to reality. And then I proceeded to say, oh, there goes gravity.
Yep.
And like B-Rabbit, the Pirates choking again. And for that, I can't believe I haven't put them on here yet. They're going on my shit list. Excuse me, our shit list. Buckle up, the boys.
Yep.
Shit list. And I'm just going to put Buccos on here.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like writing out their whole name. They don't deserve me writing out their whole name.
Fucking Jolly Roger.
Yeah. Where's the Jolly Roger?
And I've been tracking their games. I haven't watched it, just watching the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fucking depressing. It's like, oh,
yeah.
God damn it. Tough. Yeah.
Thank God I was camping for that shit.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been
thing to come home to, though, Trevor. Jesus. Not good.
No, I had, I had service in certain spots where I could check the scores.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, my my aunt had a Wi-Fi box that somehow worked.
Oh, very good. Okay. Yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Thanks, Aunt Judy.
Yep. Shut up. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Shout out, Aunt. She's got all the. Yeah, she's got it all, man. She's got it all.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, they fucked. Sticking with the MLB here.
Yep.
The MLB's requirement that each team must have at least 1 All-Star.
I did not see that. I don't like that.
9.
Nine.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's
That's
very much a thing.
Yeah, that's participation bordering there.
Oh, yeah. Participation medals, participation trophies.
I just for the folks out there for watching that, I fucking hate that shit. So I'm going 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
How's that an 8? That's an 8 because for the most part you still get the worthy guys that are supposed to be in there, but then you have you have a case like leaving Juan Soto off the roster. An All-Star this year, and worthy guys that are having really good pitching seasons like Nathan Eovaldi, and even sticking with the AL, Brandon Lowe, second baseman for the Rays, Michael Busch for the Cubs. The Cubs are having a fucking great season. They have
Did see that.
all-stars as well, but they should have had another one. However, instead we have Brent Rooker from the A's, who's not having that great of season. He's doing okay. Right. And then guys like Kyle Stowers for the Marlins, who, albeit is having a good season. I
do know that name. Okay.
Yeah, not particularly all-star caliber. And then the likes of Brian Wu, who is doing pretty well for the Mariners, 2.77 ERA, I believe, 8-4 record. But there are the guys that are having better seasons and that don't pitch in as pitcher-friendly a ballpark as Brian Wu. So, I mean, yeah, there's still just an imbalance here. It's not as much of a meritocracy as I want it to be.
Correct. Well, yeah, changes.
Just let natural selection take hold. If a team sucks, they don't get an all-star. Too bad.
That's how it should
be. Get a bag, you know?
Yep.
I don't think should the White Sox have an all-star? Should the Rockies have an all-star?
I don't think.
I
Mm-mm.
don't even know who is the Rockies all-star. I didn't even see that. Un momento, por favor, because I'm really, really curious about this.
Yeah, oh yeah. No.
Let me see. Hunter Goodman.
I don't even know.
He is a reserve catcher.
What the fuck?
Let me check his stats here. Okay. He's actually doing really well. 17 home runs, 52 RBIs, batting 280.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually kind of legit.
Changed our feeling on it a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. I went to Memphis too. So.
Okay.
This Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know, but still, less of a meritocracy than I want it to be.
Well, it's that's turned into grab ass a little bit. I don't.
Yeah,
not a fan of that. No.
We know how much you love grab ass.
Good job on you, buddy. No.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Twisty, but not the good kind.
Yeah. What the hell?
I don't know, man.
I didn't think baseball was going to piss me off that I know it did. So
no, it did. Well, all I have to do is bring up the Pirates. That got you going, and then I got you going with the participation trophies thing.
Bob Nutting, you fucking.
I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead here, man. I know how to push your buttons a little bit.
I don't know how that guy
sleeps for too long to not know how to do that.
Yeah, pretty in his silk sheets. That's how he sleeps.
Yeah.
Dick. Anyways, sorry, Trevor. I do. He just, and I'm not big into baseball. If you follow, I'm not. Trevor's kind of the baseball guy, so, and I appreciate that he takes that and he carries that cross for me. But I mean, you just look at the legacy the Pirates had, and he doesn't give a shit. I mean, talk about the Clemente earlier this season, removing. I mean, it's just a lot of distasteful shit going on. So it's all right. Yeah. But anything else for?
No, that is all I got, my friend. For on a scale of 1 to 10, and they fucked.
Hell of a way to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I understand we got a hell of a debate time coming up here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's get into it, my friend.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Weighing in at 240 pounds from Olean, New York, your St. Bonnie alum, Drew Billy, with debate time.
Debate time. Is this how you ran, Billy? Is this how you did it?
No, like I had a quarter in my.
Oh, it's best to keep it at your sides, right?
Oh yeah.
Like you don't want to. Yeah, no T-Rex arms, right?
No, down to the hip and back.
Right. Yeah, because this slows you down, right? It just like
I see people running like this, and I just can't imagine how their shoulders feel if they're going long.
Fair enough. No. Okay. Anyway, debate time.
Yes. No. We got 4 questions here for me and Trevor to debate. Also, a portion of Trevor's segment as well, and also Be a Man. So stick around for that Be a Man question of the week. But favorite Aussie song of all time, just before we answer this, if you did not yet whatever your feeling is on him, Santana guy, whatever the fuck it is. This guy made such an impact on the music scene. It's unimaginable, but you need to watch Back to the Beginning on the streaming sites that it's on. One of the most kick-ass concerts I've ever seen.
Is it on a streaming site?
It's on. I can put it in, link it up here. I'll put it in the comments.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you had Youngblood. Me and Trevor talked about it. That was badass. Slayer came out. Then they had a drum off. Chad Smith,
Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, James. It was there.
Kevin Head.
Oh, I mean, just paying tribute to him. And then yes, and I'll say this, and I told you this last night, Trevor, and it pisses me off. And we talked about AC/DC last week as well. People are saying coming after Sharon, they're coming after how Ozzy couldn't stand. He had to sit. The guy shouldn't even be alive for what he put his body through. But he got up there, he sat down, and there was no auto tune, you can tell, and he fucking rang him out. So I just had to say that. But anyway, still favorite Ozzy song of all time, Trevor.
There's too many to pick.
I know.
Too many to pick. Bark at the Moon, I love.
Yes.
Obviously, Paranoid, anything off of that. Well, I think it was the Paranoid album, right?
Yeah.
Anything off of the Paranoid album.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm Coming Home. I know you like that one quite a bit. Kind of another side of Ozzy that we don't really see too much. One I've heard more recently, it's popped up on my metal playlist, has been Hellraiser.
It's very good. Yeah.
I enjoy that one. Enjoy that one quite a bit as well. And obviously, you got your mainstream ones, your Crazy Trains, your War Pigs. Yeah. My personal favorite, and this is stemming from me being a big Marvel fan, Iron Man.
That's up there for me. Yeah.
Yes.
No. I think.
Oh, and tossing a couple more out there, Mr. Crowley up there for me as well. And then what was? See if I can find the name of it. Oh, Road to Nowhere. I Don't Want to Stop as well.
Yeah.
Because that one, I think, was on a Madden soundtrack, and I could not stop listening to it.
Oh, yeah. And that's newer. We're not talking too long ago.
07, that one.
Yeah. I'd say I Love Changes, Crazy Train, Iron Man's up there. But I have to say My Mom Coming Home because he completely showed, okay, hey, I'm a badass rocker, but I'm going to do this. And that, I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of guys. I mean, Guns N' Roses did November Rain. It's kind of similar. Like they changed the pace a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I like that song. And the meaning behind it, wasn't close with his mom, and then they were. But what have you? I think it's good shit. You can't go wrong with any of his songs, Trevor. Would you say? No. No.
Straight to Hell, another good one.
Oh,
we're going straight to hell, straight to
what the hell is it? Hold on, because I gotta say it. It's not. I have it here. Hold on. Diary of a Madman. Very good. Very good. Yeah. No.
Indeed, my friend. But I like it. Good selections.
Yes. No, but yeah, if you didn't watch the concert, you got to go do it. Seriously. But what is your go-to summer alcohol beverage?
Before we get into that, can we continue on this Ozzy train for a second?
Yeah,
With my Ozzy question.
Yeah.
Before we get into that.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt and kind of go off script here for a second, but sticking with the theme of Ozzy and the legend that he is, this might cause some stirring among the masses, but we'll see. And I guess this is more of a preference thing. Was Ozzy better as a solo artist or with Sabbath?
See, and we did talk about this, and I should have done. I'm going to say it was the biggest mistake. Sabbath kicked him out in '79. I think he was better solo.
Wow. Okay. How so? Bigger hit songs?
Bigger hit songs, and also said fuck it and dove into some different areas. I mean, hell, he has one with Post. I don't know if anybody's listened to that
Oh
one.
yeah. God, I can think of it too.
Yeah, fuck. Let me look it up here.
Yeah, no, let me look that one up.
Seeing Post. Post Malone. Take what you want.
Yeah, take what you want from me.
I mean, that's good shit, man. Like,
stuff.
You know, but I think
also, it's a raid featuring Post Malone. That was Ozzy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
No.
Yeah, but solo. Okay.
I think so.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually in agreement with you. I think he left a little bit more of a mark as a solo artist.
I do.
As legendary as Sabbath is,
opened a lot of doors.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of people would say the kings of metal.
Yeah,
Ozzy diversified when he got out of that, and was still like one of the most famous rockers on earth.
I'm trying.
A lot of guys fly solo and they don't do quite as well. I mean, David Lee Roth comes to mind with Van Halen.
Oh, not good.
As good as he was solo, and he was still pretty damn good solo. Yeah. Ozzy did not lose any momentum.
No.
From my analysis of things, and the hit songs that he was coming out with and how popular he was.
Yeah,
did not lose a step at all, and like you said, even evolved into some other areas outside of traditional metal.
Oh yeah. And I'll say this too. His original guitarist, and I can't remember his name. He died in a plane crash.
I don't recall either.
Yeah, that's what opened the door to Ozzy's addiction. He talked about locking himself in a bathroom for 3 days. But what have you? The one thing I'll tell you this: you're never going to see. You played his song, Trevor, anywhere in the world. That voice is the most distinct voice. Everybody, when you play an Ozzy song, they're like, "That's fucking Ozzy." Like, I will say that. But he can't talk. He can't fucking talk or shit, but he can still sing. It's
right.
They're going to study his brain. They're going to do something with his body, but Sharon might still post him out there when he's whatever the hell they're going to try to do.
We don't have to get into that.
But no, he is. It's unheard of what he put himself through and how he's still able. I can't believe he's still alive. It's amazing. So,
amen to that, my friend.
Good on him, man. And then you got to look back too. If you're bored one night, folks, if you're an Ozzy fan, watch some of the early concerts. Just fucking happy as shit. Probably high, but just having the time of
on so many drugs. I mean, I saw The Dirt. I saw he was sniffing ants at a pool.
You guys got any cocaine? That's one of the that's good shit.
But I heard that was true. Like he actually did that and then literally pissed and then licked it up.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Crazy man.
Yeah.
Crazy man.
But whatever your feeling is, you got to give him your respect. But going right into alcohol after talking about Ozzy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Talk about drugs. Now we talk about alcohol. Go ahead.
Favorite summer drink to go to during the summer at events, at home, what have you.
I was going to say, we'll go to year round is Jackie and Coke. That's the conventional. Obviously, I have a lot of these during the summer.
Yep.
A lot of Madras during the summer. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yep.
Pretty good stuff there. But my favorite, I don't make it very often because it's pretty special. I don't usually get silver rum very often. Mm-hmm. So Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre with the lime in it,
Okay.
So I do Captain Morgan's silver rum, then obviously some Coke and some lime juice. It's pretty simple.
Very good.
Yeah. It's better. It's better stirred, actually. Better stirred.
Yeah.
That's my preference anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna be called a white girl here, but Blue Malibu.
They're very good.
Is fucking delicious.
Dirty Sprite as well.
Dirty Sprite.
Yeah, Blue Malibu. Yeah. Those can get messy, but they're good.
Yes. But Jack and Coke, like Trevor alluded to, too. That's my goal.
Right. Yeah,
you see me drunk, it's what's probably in my hand or cap. But what is your favorite meal to eat during the summer? There's a go-to. Some people eat soup in the fall. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's an easy one. And I actually had this meal twice in the past week because I went to a pool party where a coworker of mine cooked these. And then I think it was either 2 days later or the day after, my dad cooked some while we were camping. That's ribs. Love ribs. Ribs and corn on the cob. That not beef ribs though. Got to be pork. Whether it's St. Louis style or baby backs, whatever it is, pork ribs.
Yeah.
Smother them in the barbecue sauce, preferably sweet and spicy Sweet Baby Ray's. That's up there for me. Or if you just got ordinary Sweet Baby Ray's, it's good too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say beef on wick, but I hate those buns, Trevor. I don't like the with the seeds on them.
A regular hamburger bun. I don't know,
and pulled pork.
You have to do that thick ass half ciabatta thing.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it's seasoned. I can't do it. I don't know.
It has sesame seeds on it.
Yeah, I think so. I think. Yeah,
and that's the appeal.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't do it though. But that's my go-to. No, but ribs. Fuck yeah, buddy. You never can go wrong. I guess if you're vegan, but
well, we're not. I'm not vegan.
Right.
I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian.
I could do it.
Either ribs or ribs
but,
or honestly finger foods, wings as well.
Oh fuck yeah, good shit. What is your favorite amusement park that you've went to maybe as a kid? Now, what have you?
Now, I cannot say Disney or Universal or anything like that because I haven't been there.
Okay.
I haven't been there. If I go to one of those, it's probably going to end up being one of those because I've heard nothing but great stories about those places.
Yeah.
But my favorite one that I've been to, I guess, around here, I love Cedar Point. I do love Cedar Point.
Good shit.
And I've been to this particular one less than I've been to Cedar Point. But I love Del Grosso's. I love
I love it there as well.
Yeah, nice and spaced out. Good food. Obviously, they got the pizza sauce there that you can buy. So mi amaro. And it's usually not quite as crowded as Cedar Point.
No.
Easier to get on the rides and easier to have a good time. Honestly, shorter lines for food, shorter lines for everything. It's not quite as popular, but I think it's a pretty good experience.
Oh yeah. No, Del Grosso's is definitely top 3 for me. I'd say Idlewild or Waldemere.
Okay,
I really enjoy. I haven't been to Kennywood in a long time. That was I got to get down there, but
yeah, that's number 2 for me. Back when Kennywood was real good, that Phantom ride was just new.
Oh yeah,
that's winter.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Been to Disney. I if that's what you like, just a lot of crowd,
a lot of people,
a lot of people, and it's always fucking hot. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, yeah, because you're in Florida and you're among everybody,
right?
You got to apply sunscreen 3 times an hour. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
I would imagine. Anyway, like I said, I've never been there, but
no,
I've heard stories. I've heard good stories, and I've heard the experience is awesome, and people wouldn't trade it, but
if you get there, good. If you don't,
there's some bad moments. Yeah.
But that's all I had for debate time. We'll go over to Trevor's side of here.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Well, one of my questions was that Aussie question.
Yep.
And then just, I guess, topping it off with the Buckle Up with Boys Being Man question of the week. A little bit more lighthearted one here. We're not going to get quite as deep psychologically.
Right.
So hopefully one you can answer with a little bit of fun. The theme of this week's debate time seems to be fun. Aussie was a lot of fun. Amusement parks are fun. Food is fun.
Yeah.
And in order to be a man too, sometimes you have to let your inner child out, right? Men are naturally still children to an extent. You have to, I feel that you have to have a sense of humor, sense of, being able to laugh every now and again.
Yep.
And a way to do that is to let your inner child reveal itself. So where do you let your inner child out? What type of situations or specific examples?
Whatever, playing with family friends or kids in the family, squirt guns, what have you.
Oh yeah.
Water balloon fight, what have you. Trying to think of whatever other situations, Trevor. That's pretty much it. Just doing what we used to as kids. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got you. Are there any hobbies or anything that you've kind of picked up and let out that you're embarrassed about, I guess maybe when you're a teenager, but as a kid you liked it or whatever?
Yeah, sports. I'd say sports cards. Some people feel childish. I just there's some that was big, and then it died off, and then I got back into it. But then, oh God, when someone brings out Legos, I get pretty fucking excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, amen.
I
Amen to that.
Or like old
God,
board
those
games.
sets are so damn expensive now.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. I went to a Lego store at Ross Park Mall, and there's this Lego set. I forget. Oh no, it's the Millennium Falcon. So the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Had like 7,500 pieces in it. 7,500 pieces in it.
Yep.
Like $400.
Oh yeah.
$400.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And then
that's half a mortgage payment.
And then they put it together and they try to sell it, on eBay. You could get, completed sets on there and double their money. It's fucking something. No, but Legos, any old board games too, Trevor, I'd say. Like, oh shit, I haven't played that in a while. Fuck yeah. That's
I tell you. Okay. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
We found something there.
Yeah.
We found something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you where I let mine out, and I kind of rediscovered this last week. I get ultra competitive with Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
Mario Kart.
Different beast.
I mean, that's one I never lost, but that's one that you pick it up when you're this high off the ground, and you never put it down. No. You never put it down. The only difference is now, instead of saying, "Oh darn it, dang it, why'd you do that, Dad? You ran me off a Rainbow Road." It's like, fuck you, Peach. Damn it, get out of the way. Very competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very childish when I Mario Kart. And of course, I've talked about this extensively. The nerd wall behind me: superheroes, Star Wars, Marvel. That stuff that as a teenager you're trying to like fit in and be cool, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Drop that for a little while. Then once you become an adult, you don't give a shit what people think.
No.
Pick it right back up.
Right.
So that's what I did with all that.
Yeah.
Especially Star Wars.
Yeah. That's your thing, man.
I have considered buying that Millennium Falcon just to have it.
Oh, it'd be badass.
Just to have it. Just to like, if I'm bored for like 10 minutes, put some pieces on. It's
a sense of accomplishment, though, if you completed that. I mean, that would be.
Oh, I know, right?
Impressive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a conversation piece. That is.
Amen to that.
Put this together over there. Yeah. Damn. How many pieces? 7,500. Damn. The guy's going somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot.
I'm not even joking. Seriously, some of those Lego sets are very intricate and fucking insane to put it together. It's like, how the hell did you do this? Even like puzzles, sometimes I'm blown away. Like the fucking like 5,000 piece puzzle. It's like, what the? How'd you do the time and
what? Where did you get the patience for that?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
No.
Oh, and I don't know if you know those. I don't know if you ever seen those videos of the guys that like do wrestling moves in the pool with each other. Like arcade. Yeah, I'll still do that with people in the right crowd. I don't do it very often. I don't get in the pool very often, but
right. And I'll say too. That's actually good. I'm actually upset I didn't even bring this up. If there's like we were talking to all the old cartoon shows. I see those on streaming sites. Oh, you bet your ass I'll sit there and watch a couple episodes. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think back, that's the inner child. Yeah. Yeah. That's good shit. Yeah.
Oh, how could I forget? Yeah, speaking of cartoons, endlessly quote SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah.
Endlessly quote SpongeBob.
Yep.
His man is an instrument.
Yeah. No, it's good shit.
Whoever is the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on.
Yeah. No, and it's very hypercritical, but I think you can tell if you watched this show, Ed and Eddie. That was my shit. I love Dad. I fucking love Dad. That was just
Couldn't make that today, but yes.
no. A lot of inner jokes there. A lot of
Yeah.
that's good shit, Trevor. No, that was feel
Too
good.
close to
That's
that.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a feeling that'd be, like I said, a little bit more of a lighthearted.
Yeah. Good shit.
More smiles than seriousness, and took a little thinking still, but
yeah. But anything else for the folks though, or
no, that's all I got, my friend. Hope everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend with family, friends, doing whatever the hell you were doing, whether that was just getting wasted or whether that was camping or whether that was just chilling at home sitting by a fire.
right?
Yeah, whatever have you. Whatever have you. However you celebrate America's birthday, I just hope you celebrated it in the fashion that you wanted to.
Yep.
And wish everybody a happy July. Go enjoy some vacations. Go enjoy some time off of work.
Yep. No, but yeah, no, we appreciate as always joining us here on Tuesday nights at 8. We'll be back next Tuesday at 8. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. God bless. If you find someone out there that enjoys sports, send them our way. We'd appreciate that. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, and also check out our shorts. We put some new shorts up from our episode last week. But I think that's it. But all gas, no brakes. We appreciate everybody.
Peace.